Hey, everybody. Hopefully, you're having a great Friday. Hopefully, you're not here with me, but you're enjoying outside, or maybe you are here with me, and I would love that as well. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. Work went a little longer than I anticipated, so lots of it's summertime. Some people are away, so things get away from you because you're doing lots of things at the same time. So, apologies for my tardiness today. For those who don't know, my name is Mandy. I am one half of Salt and Sass Games. I'm probably the one you'll see the most streaming on here, but it's good for people to know that it is a team of, well, a main team of two, but we do have contributions from Stephanie, our resident solo RPG contributor. Although we all play them, Stephanie is the one who definitely talks about them a little bit more on a line. So I hope everyone had a great week. Looking forward to the weekend. I'm sure people have lots of fun things planned. So looking forward to that. I know myself, we're going to be continuing our, what is it? The Elder Scrolls. Yes. So we're continuing I don't even know, like it's like the second, like there are 3 parts to the campaign. So we're going to be on the second part. Like we've started in the second part of our campaign, I guess you could say, but there are like several games within that. So looking forward to getting back to that because we got a little away from that. And then today I'm going to be playing, I just got this in the mail. Actually, I backed it a while ago. Sefirot Silver Seals, or Sefiro. I'm not exactly sure the pronunciation, but if it's on the French side, we could say Sefiro. If it's not, Sefirot. Sefirot sounds a little more aggressive, but I'm not entirely sure of the pronunciation. So that is one I wanted to try. They also did an RPG, the same company. Is this Causa? Causa, I think it is. Causa. I think that's who it is. Let me see. Yeah, Causa Creations. And I know they also did a solo or an RPG, but I couldn't get it because it's not playable solo. And that was the Hidden Isles, and that looked really nice. The art looked super cool on it, but I'm like, this will never hit the table, unfortunately. So that made me a little sad. So I didn't back that one, but I figured, hey, maybe I can get a vibe with this game. But I figured, hey, let's give it a try. Today, I figure Friday will be quiet. People are probably finishing up work, away for the weekend, and that's okay because playing solo always stresses me out, but the chat's really cool while I play. So, yeah, that's about it, really. I did, in fact, get another phone case. I mean, now I'm just getting out of control. But I have to share. So I got a new phone case. Oh, it's yellow, but because I have a green screen, it shows up like this. Anyway, it is yellow. It's weird that my green screen is catching it because it's like literally very yellow, but it's like a buttery yellow. So we'll go with that. Alas, you'll get to see the idea, but it has some fun beads on it. So hey. All right, so let's jump into this game. I did get a chance to try it today. The rules are pretty straightforward. There were a couple things I wasn't like 100% sure, but I inferred based on the rules. But we can go through it together. And if something sounds a bit weird, chat, you can 100% let me know. So let us swing our little buttons over to the other side, to my other camera, other camera. Swing over there. Oof. There we go. This camera is the worst. It always makes me look like I put on so much blush. I give up. This camera sucks. But it is what I have. We're going to make it work. And as long as you can see the game pieces and the things we're doing, it's fine. We'll suck it up and move on. It probably doesn't help too. The light's like right at my forehead. So that's not helping the situation. So yeah, I got a hot spot. All right, all good. So let's go through this together. We've got some time, and it's just, I have the chat over here. So if you're wondering why I'm looking in this direction, it's just because I've got my chat open over here. Okay, I think that should be working. All right, good. Okay, so we are going to this, so Sefiro or Sefirot, we don't know yet, Silver Seals. And this has a variety of modes to play in. And it might be a little hard with the white there, but because I had to put some light on the board, it's a little dark on that side. And there are cards. So these are tarot cards that we're going to be playing with. So this is a container that I use. It's actually a deck box from GameGenic, but I like that I can put it on a tilt. It's from their teal and pink collection. So I'm like, yeah, I'll use that. And I can just put the cards in here versus having them slide all over the table. Which in turn lets me get to use those dragon shield sleeves I talked about, which are matte or matte-ish on one side and more of like a, I'd say a creamier finish, but no, it has a bit of a shine on the other, so you can choose, which I think is really cool. So the game has different play modes. We are going to play solitaire mode, I want to say know thine self. Sounds more Shakespearean, but it's know thyself. Now I'm curious. Are they both correct or is one more correct? Anyway, I digress. And the solitaire mode, know thyself, is to reach higher knowledge, you must first know yourself. The player strives for knowledge, they explore the relationship to the divine realm. So that's what we're trying to go for today. Now, we're gonna do that. So I've literally set up the main part of the game, which is the board, and we'll talk about the different areas of the board and then the cards. And we will start with some, but I wanted to go through a few things first so you can understand the layout. So we have 78 bridge-sized tarot cards. So ideally, I want to show you the cards I wanted to play with, because I think you can play with any tarot deck. It's the spacing that you're going to run into a bit of a challenge. So let me just, I feel like I look like an Oompa Loompa, so let me just turn that down a little bit. It's a problem. So every time. Well, that just makes me look like a death warmed over, but I guess that's what we're doing. Okay, well, for our purposes today, we'll make it work. Yeah, okay. It's a little darker than I would have liked, but we'll do that. Cool. All right, it'll do. It's better than me looking orange. Okay, so I have a ton of tarot cards. I like different decks, and I would have loved to have played with this one because these cards have, I don't say motion, but of course I probably picked the ones with the least amount of movement. Of course I did. So this one you'll see has like her hair moves a little bit. So I thought that'd be really cool with this aesthetic. The problem is you have to be able to place cards on these spaces, and they're really big. So yes, I can play with them. For this stream, it's a bit of a struggle because we are needing space, and space is at a premium. So let me just put those away. But these are the cards I would love to play with. I would just probably play with them offline. The cards they do provide you are this size. So like, oops. So you're like regular sized cards. Slightly smaller, I should say. Because I'm trying to find sleeves were a thing. I had some, but that's not the point. So the game comes with a board. The board is in fact two-sided. I'll show you. So you can see there's another side to the board. However, we are playing on this side for the mode that we are playing with. Okay, so we have 78 bridge-sized tarot cards. So that's the size that comes for that. So you have your 22 major arcana cards. And do I have any floating around? Of course I don't. But I'll show you those when we get to them. So actually, yes, because shuffling this deck is a thing. But we have some major arcana cards. Ugh, I will do it. All right. So your major arcana cards are like these ones. Try not to get the light here. It's really bright for some reason. Can I do it? No. Let's try that. Ooh, right in the light, of course. So let's see. Let's see if I can do a little zoom action for you. Because sometimes that helps. Oh, it's working today. Good. It's not the best, but there we go. So there you go. So that is a, let's pull it down there. That is a major arcana card. And that's important because we need to have the distinction between the major and the minor arcana cards. So that's one type. Then we have these ones here, which are the minor arcana cards. Okay. And there are more of these cards. It's really hard to see. I find the white with the light color is not the greatest, but that's a 9, for example. Hence the reason I wanted to use the other cards. I find they're a bit easier to read, but these take up less space. We'll try to read the numbers out loud as I play them. But that is, for example, a 9 of cups, and then there's cups down at the bottom to show you what it is. Okay, that's going to be important. Then we have court cards, which are part of the minor arcana cards have like the different suits, like I was saying. So the cups, swords, pentacles, wands. And we also have court cards. Let me see if I can find one. Of course, now that I'm looking for it, I won't. Here we go. This is a court card. And those also come in the different suits. Can't even think right. Okay. So that's something to keep an eye on. There's knight, queen, and so forth. So we'll see those there. I'll do a quick shuffle of those. I will, in fact, have to get 3 cards to start. But we'll draw those momentarily. Okay, so let's throw those in there. All right. You can't see it from here. Let me just zoom back out. But the cards have like a bit of a silver on the top, which is kind of nice. Okay, so now that we... Hey, Steve, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. I figured today would be quiet, so I'm like, let's do like a tarot game and see how it goes. I literally just got it yesterday, so I'm like, I played it quickly. Hopefully I don't mess it up, but we'll see how it goes. Have you heard of this one? It's called Sefirot Silver Seals. So, tarot-based kind of game. So, we'll see how it goes. Oh, did you get a dad joke? Here we go. To the person who stole my antidepressant pills, I hope you're happy now. Oh my goodness. I mean, the same could be said for my ADHD pills. So, I mean, I don't know. Some of these jokes. Okay. So, we talked about the Arcana cards. We talked about, the major and minor Arcana cards. Then, we talked about the court cards. Now we have the board game, the game board. We talked about this. It comes in 2 sides. And we also have a coin. We are not playing with it. It does come with the game, and it's called it's the player marker. A dad joke is considered immature until it's fully grown. Fair enough. Oh my God. Suzanne hasn't had a chance to try them yet. I'm sure she'll be groaning a lot. So this player token we're not playing with. It does come with it, and it does have a use with some of the other modules or variants. Okay, but we're just going to play the basic one for today. Okay, so this is the mode we're playing as Know Thyself. Actually, that's for the chat. If anyone wants to answer, I would have said Know Thine Self or Know Thyself. Are those both correct? And if they are, does one predate the other? Sorry, I'm a teacher, so of course I want to know. Again, no pressure to answer. Just throwing it out there. Okay, so let's talk about this. In this solitaire mode, the player has to fill every space on the Sefirot tree with majors and resolve them. So they're talking about these spaces here. So this circle here in the middle. We have to try and fill those up. So let's take a look at the kind of areas of the board. So we have the Sephira crown. We have these spaces here that kind of look like flowers. Those are just called Sephira. Then we have, or Sephira. I don't know how to say it. Sephira. I don't know. So I might go between the two. Apologies in advance. Sephira. Knowledge is here. And that's it for those spaces. Then we have the grace fields on both sides, and I'll tell you what those do when we get to them. We have the sun and the moon, which we are not playing with in this particular game. And this entire area is called the heavens. So we're trying to get cards to the heavens from this area down here, which is called the seeresses. So the seeresses. I guess you could have just said seers. Oh my gosh, I'm going to struggle with this. But yes, that's this zone here is the material plane, which is where the seeresses sit. Wow, I might just say seers, honestly. I'm struggling. And the cards, minor arcana cards, are going to sit here and be moved up to the heavens. And this is the major arcana cards will sit here. All right. Please feel free to help in this game because I know I'm going to miscalculate something. We'll see how it goes. All right. So we've set all that up. We've shuffled the deck. I get 3 cards, which I will leave obviously visible for you all to see. And of course, these are not. Ugh. Well, it looks like I didn't put these all the same way. All right. So hopefully these might be tricky to see. I apologize, but these cards are on light backgrounds, which makes it challenging. So I have a 2 of swords, a 7 of cups, and a knight of cups. Okay? And we'll talk about the values because that's going to matter in this game. So the 2, the 7, and then these cards here, the Why am I forgetting the name? The court cards are worth 10. Okay, so you're like, okay, what does it matter? Well, this is where the game part comes into play. Now, you can play this as a game or solely just kind of like strategize from like a reading perspective. We're going to try and do a bit of both. I can't promise a lot of strategy. It's me. I'll try my best. Okay. So we talked about the Tree of Life. We talked about the upper part and the lower part. And we talked about the crown, the knowledge, and some of these spaces. Because at the end, these are the spaces, if you want to do kind of like a reading, those are the spaces that are going to matter. So, but you can pull cards later to get a full reading. All right. That's that. Won't get into much of that. Just going ahead to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, and then we're going to go straight into playing. So, again, anybody joining, this isn't really a tutorial. I've played it once, but again, we're just doing this for fun, hanging out and seeing where it takes us and if I get a reading of some sort in all of this, an accurate one. So, but on a turn, what's going to happen is it says I'm going to draw a card from the deck, but I have a hand limit of 3, so I'm assuming for the first round I don't do that, because my hand limit is 3, and there is a way to improve my hand limit to 4 cards. So that's not super clear here, but I'm assuming I'm just going to start with these 3 cards. And then play a card from your hand onto the board, either playing a major to Sephira or Sephira, and then playing a minor to the material plane. So we have a choice of either doing a major arcana up here or a minor arcana down here. Right now, we don't have any major arcana, so our only options are to play down in this area. Okay, so let's just go with it, see how it goes, and we'll go from there. Yeah, okay. So the numbers are going to matter before I actually get into it. When we get to major arcanas, they're going to have numbers on them. So at the top, let's say one says 17 on it, you're going to have to take minor arcanas and put them on the major arcanas and make sure it doesn't go past 17. Once it hits 17, that's resolved and we can't put any more cards on that space. I'll explain more when we get there. So this is why it matters what we put here and then how they match. Again, as we get there, I'll explain. Okay, well, yeah, we're going to have several rows and columns here. This was a little confusing for me at first, but we're going to figure it out together. Hey, Chelka, thanks for coming in. I know we were talking about this last stream, and I decided, you know what? I had a different game plan today. Let's do this one and see how it goes. I can't promise it'll be perfect, but I did give it a little playthrough earlier today. Let me just grab my water. Oh, hopefully you had a good day. Oh, there we go. I am parched. Okay. And how would you say this? I'm stuck between, is it Sephira or Sephira? How would you say it? Where would you put the emphasis? No pressure, by the way. I'm just curious. I might go between the two because I don't know. Or I could just say it in how I would say it, like I guess if I were speaking French, Sefirot? Sefirot. Or Sefirot. Sefirot. Okay. Gosh, it feels so weird to say the T on it. I feel like I should say it like without the T, but... Okay, so you pronounce it like you would in Hebrew. You speak Hebrew? That's so cool. There are so many words that come from Hebrew that people don't even know. I feel like that is a very interesting language. Well, it's obviously a very old language as well, so... Okay, so would you say the T at the end? Or would you say like Sefiro? Or would you say like Sefirot? Sorry, now I'm getting technical. I'm so sorry. Yeah, see, that's a thing, because now you have French and the Hebrew. Like, which one is right? Okay. I'll mix between the two. I would say, yeah, okay. No one judge me. All right, sorry. Getting to the game. I appreciate your input, though. Thank you. Okay, so now on my turn, I either have to play a major to... now I'm questioning myself. Sephiro or Sephirot. And, or playing to the material plane, to one of the seeresses. Okay. At this point, it doesn't really matter, because I don't have anything on the board yet, but you know what? Sometimes hanging on to these big cards are not great, but there are ways to negate cards, so I'm going to hang on to that one. Let's just start easy breezy. So I put a 2. I'm so sorry. It's really hard to read. That's a 2 of swords. And I can put it on any of these spaces. Okay. Now, that's it for that turn. Nothing is matching. That's another thing. If I match a column or row with the suit, something will happen. I don't have that. So the first few turns are just getting cards out. So, Chelcat's going for a fish. Hopefully you'll catch a good one. All right, so let's see here. Ooh, a barracuda. Very nice. I can hear the sounds, everybody. I took them off for you just because it might be distracting for some people. So, but yes, I think there's a little timeout on it, but you can take your time to try that. Okay, so then I drew back up to 3 because it says, sorry, at the end, if there's a match, we would do something it's not. So it come back to the start of my turn, which is drawing a card. I did that. So I drew a 10 of, oh my gosh, a 10 of swords. This is a struggle. So please tell me why the sword is like literally, and I don't even think you'll be able to see it on here just because my lights are really bright right now. Yeah, I had to turn them a certain way, but it's right on the white part. Is struggle to see. So that is a bit of an issue for me. So 10 of swords. So now I get to place again. Now if I place a sword here, I'll show you. So if I place the sword here, well, it says on top, so I don't know if I'm supposed to place it like this or like this. Does it matter? I wonder. It does say to move things up once you've done, you know what? It is what it is. Okay, so let's say I place it here. That to me, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I guess I could do this. For the values, I just like to see the, because you have to match the suits. So it's easier if I put it this way. I don't know if that's cheating or not, but it's just easier for me to see. So if I do this, this means I'm going to have to resolve this because it's a match based on suits. So I would have to put these out. I don't want that because I have nowhere to put them. They have to go on spaces with a major arcana. Not a good idea. So playing this card, not a great call. Because if I place it on here or here, both the row and the column resolve if they have the same suit. We don't want that. And let me just make sure I'm not completely saying that. It says if 2 or more share the same suit, you have to raise them to the heavens. So instead, I'm going to play my 7 of cups, and I could play it here. It doesn't have to be on a completed row, or I can play it here. Let's just place it here. This is going to matter because once you start placing cards here, and you pull some out to bring them up to the heavens, it could cause like a chain reaction where a bunch of cards start coming out. That can be problematic. So now, that's the end of my turn because nothing happens, nothing's matching. And I pull another card for the start of my turn. Well, what's this I see? I have, let me just go here. I have a major arcana card. So it is the Tower. And this is work. Now, this is what I was talking about. I'm actually going to do a zoom because my lighting is real close. It's here. So it's kind of hard to read a little bit. It's XV1. So for those of you who do read Roman numerals, that is 16. So that means I can put up to 16 value of minor arcana cards on top of that if I play it to the board, which we're going to zoom back out so you can see. And Chelcat, it's a really beautiful tarot set. It is. So, okay, I'm picky. Don't laugh. I know we've had these discussions, so I know you will understand. But anybody else listening, I don't find the card quality, like I sleeved them because I found them a little thin. It's cool. They have a little silver edging. The imagery on them is really nice, but I wish they were a little sturdier. That is my only complaint there. And I don't like the white on white or the white on light numbering. I'm struggling to read it. I was saying though, I wanted to play with this deck. This is one of my decks. I think we talked about this. Just the vibrancy and the colors are a little easier to read, and these ones have movement in them. I'm trying to find one that moves more. Is that one? Okay, that one, the coin moves. It's hard to see. A little bit, you can see it. Anyway, I would have loved to play with this. The problem is it's just really big. So you can play with your own deck, but it does take up more room. So we'll see. I might try it after, but I just, for spacing wise, I couldn't really do it. Yeah, they're kind of flimsy, I find. I like a sturdier card, but I have another set too that's not as, and I find they're starting to warp, and I don't really like that. So that's just me, but the imagery and stuff is really good. Okay, so now I get to play. So I'm going to play a major arcana. So we determine the value of this card. XV1, correct me if I'm wrong, is 16. X for 10, V for 5, 1 for 1. If I don't say it out loud, then I might not believe myself. So I have to play it somewhere that's connected to the base because I don't have any other cards out, so I have to play it here, here, or here. Keeping in mind, anything I play down the center, those are cards I'm going to be reading from at the end of the game. So is the tower one that I want to potentially have as a card that I'm reading? Looks a little chaotic. I don't know. What's calling to me? I guess I'm supposed to be thinking as... So there's some questions I should be thinking of at the foundation. Sorry for those who are actually might be interested in this. I'll read it to you. The foundation signifies the things you are rooted in, such as sturdy supports or bad habits. It answers the question, what is below my feet? The tower looks a little concerning to me right now, especially in this imagery. It just seems like there's some chaos. Again, I don't read cards very well. I kind of try. I'm not great at it. But if anybody else does, and you're like, don't put it there, or you're like, yeah, that's a good one, put it there, open to suggestions. So for now, we'll put it up here. But if someone feels differently, we'll put it elsewhere. So for my turn for that, that's literally it. When you play a major arcana to the material, sorry, to the, oh my gosh, now I can't even, now I'm questioning myself. Sefirot, play it up here. Okay, let me just make sure there's nothing else I'm supposed to do. I don't think so. When the value, yeah, no, we don't resolve it yet. Major, that's it. Disconnected. 1 per space. Okay, so that's it. Now, back to the beginning of my turn, we draw another card. So you can see it's not super complicated. It's more just thinking through where you might want to put it, and if you're trying to do a reading in these particular spaces. So I just pulled an 8 of cups. So I have an 8 of cups. Oh my gosh. A 10 of swords. And a knight of cups. So let's see here. And the knights are worth 10, remember. So I have to place something down here. If I place the cups, whether I place it here or here, doesn't matter. They're both gonna come out. Sorry, hold on. Dogs are acting up and I need them to not be so noisy when I'm streaming. There we go. They're gone. Sorry, everybody. Okay. Where was I? Sorry, everybody. Give me 1 sec. Dogs are being noisy and bit of a challenge. They're like little children. Okay, let's try that again. 3rd time's the charm. 7 of cups, 8 of cups. If I put the 8 of cups on here, here, or here, it's going to resolve and both of these cups are going to go out. So that means the 8 and the 7, which is a total of 15, would go here. It wouldn't completely resolve it because I need a 16, but I'm really leaving myself a little thin there. Actually, that's not true. If I place the cups here, it will not resolve because it's in a different row, so to speak. Huh. Because if I do this, I think technically you're supposed to place them like this. This is something I need to clarify. And actually, maybe I'll read it to you and you all can tell me because I find it hard to see the other way, but let's see what it says. It says, placing a minor on one of the 3 seeresses, you can place one on top, creating a new row. Doesn't really say if it has to be played there, so I'm going to do it the way that I feel is best. So if I do it here, this won't resolve. Because this is in row 1, this is in row 2. And there's none in this column that match this, so that also won't resolve. So not bad. Now, if something resolves with the swords, this will move down, and then these will also resolve. As in they have to go out on the board, and I only have this card. So I'm leaving myself a little thin here. So that's what I'm going to do. There are no matches in the column, and there are no matches in row 1, because this is technically row 1. All right, okay, so now I have a King of Pentacles. Again, it's a little hard to see. Let me zoom in there. That little symbol is pentacles. But do you see? The sword is right there. The cups right there. It's really hard to read. So, yeah, that's probably something that they might want to think about. All right, so now we've got the king, and these again, these are cards that have to be played down here. I could play the king of pentacles. It's worth 10, and it won't resolve anything because there are no pentacles here right now. The cups 100% will resolve, and that's 17. That would not be able to work for me. So let's put the king out, and nothing will resolve from that. Now, if I had a matching... Why do I keep court cards? If I had matching suits of court cards, I can negate those cards, and those actually would give me a higher hand limit, but we'll get to that when that happens. So that's the end of that turn, and we draw a new card. So you can see it's pretty straightforward so far. This is really bad. I keep drawing court cards and just the regular numbered minor arcana cards. I'm not drawing any major arcana cards. That's a bit of a challenge for me right now. Legends DM. Hello and welcome. Were your ears buzzing today? We were talking about you, but all good things. I don't know. That big LOL means maybe good things? No, I'm joking. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Good timing. We're starting to do some tarot play here and hopefully have a really nice I don't know, reading at the end of it. We'll see. So, but I appreciate you joining. Thank you so much. And thank you for all the nice things. I was just saying how bad my hand is, but this might be a good opportunity to show people how things work. Let's see. I think... I don't want to play cups. Oh gosh, now I'm actually have to think. If I play this... Hey, me catastrophe. Thank you for coming. I like it. Oh, hi. Just get straight to it. I'm here for it. I appreciate you coming to the stream. We're just getting started into my tarot playing and potentially a reading after. So hopefully you're having a very good day and a weekend coming up. So this is where... So I know I have a feeling I'm supposed to play this on top this way, but I find it hard to read the symbols, so I'm playing them this way. Just in case anybody's asking, I'm still following the rules, but I'm playing them going up versus going down. So this is technically slot 1, slot 2, slot 1, slot 1. That matters. So you're currently trying not to melt. How hot is it where you are? Like, it's kind of like good here. I don't know if anybody else is suffering with hot weather, but is it that hot? Oh, no. Okay, so let me see here. If I play the cups, it will resolve the 10 and the 7. We can't have that. If I resolve this one, it's a 10 of swords. This will be the second card in the line, so it's not going to resolve unless I put it here. And then that will also resolve this. We don't want that. So I'm going to put it here. Okay. Now, again, in row 2, it's not matching any swords. And in that column, it's not matching any swords, so nothing happens. Now, hopefully, I get a major arcana card. This is killing me. What is happening, y'all? This is really bad. This might be a short game. 90 degrees in Southern California? Dang. So my maths are not always up there, but I always think 90s are probably in the high 30s, possibly close to 40s degrees Celsius, which is extremely hot. And do you have the humidity? Because that is what will get you. It's 32. Okay, I knew it was somewhere between 30 and 40. Excellent. I mean, not excellent because that's really hot. But I hope you're trying your best to stay cool. Like, ice bath, maybe? I don't know. That seems like it would shock your system and be very uncomfortable. Okay. I think I'm not going to be able to avoid the cups any longer. Yeah, I think that's going to happen. I could play... No. I don't want it there. If I play this... Oh, actually, that's a lie. If I play the 3 of cups here, nothing's resolving because there are no cups in this column. And there are no cups in row 3. I have to keep saying that because it's really hard to see. Yeah, I'm getting nervous. Please, major arcana card. Major arcana, please. What? Okay, that is one. Woo, we got one. We got one. So, you got the AC pumping? That's, yeah. It's funny. Are you an AC person? I myself am not. Unless the dogs are panting, then I'm like, okay, I'll turn it on. When I go to the US, I swear it's so cold. Everyone has them really pumping. And I get it. Like, if you live in where you're living, it's hot. So you kind of have to have them on. Legends is saying, are you related to Olaf from the movie Frozen? Keep cool. Okay, so I'm just perimenopausal, so I'm always hot. Hey, if I could high five you, I'm in that club too, baby. Yeah, no shame in the game over here, everybody. So if this is a talk that doesn't appeal to you, doors to the left. This is a very accepting channel here. I'm with you. So I got you. And it is horrendous. So now I really extra get it. Okay, so I drew back. I did get a Major Arcana card. Hey, hey, hey. I'm going to place it. Ooh, Justice. You know what? Justice is going here. If you're wondering why I put it here, we're going to read these cards at the end. Justice. I try my best not to use it unless it's bad, but it's hot AF today. Yeah, listen, that's what you have it for. Use it. Why should you have to suffer? I'm sorry, but no. You use your air and enjoy every minute of it. Especially when it's like you're in that stage where like it's really hard to regulate your temperature. You do what you got to do. Like, no questions asked. Okay, this is good. I'm really concerned when this resolves, everybody, but let's see. So now I just drew a 9 of Swords. Okay, so if I play the 9 of Swords, nothing's going to resolve unless I put it here or here. If I put it here, it'll be fine. Okay, 9 of Swords. So it's in slot 2. Nothing in the column and no matching in... Oh, that's a lie. No, that matches. Okay, so you will in fact see something that's going to happen. So this comes out because it's slot 2. And this card here comes out because it is also at slot 2. So those two are going to get put into the heavens. Show you how that happens so you get to see that. It is a sword, right? Sorry, they're really hard to see. And technically these would like smoosh up together. And then we see if anything else is matching. Oh my gosh, I think I might have just ended this for myself. I hope not. Oh no. Okay, so these two are on the same row. These are going to resolve. And these are fine. So now we have to put out an 8 of Cups, a 3 of Cups, 9 of Swords, and a 10 of Swords. Did I just end this for myself? Oh my gosh, I hope not. No. We're okay. So, if I put the 10 here, so, because we still have this one is worth 16, and this one is 11. So right now I've put a 10 on there. Jeez Louise, that's hard to see. Oh my gosh. So that's, oh yeah, this, you know what? I think did I just literally end the game? I think I ended the game. Oh my gosh. It's really cool, like, because there's some game here, but I'm also trying to maneuver it so I can get a good reading, but I think I might have screwed myself up a little bit. I may do a restart. You're a windows open kind of girl when applicable. That is also me, but I had to close my window because the stupid squirrel, or no, the chipmunk, knows the dogs get riled up, so it comes to my window and and then the dogs start barking. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's 6:30 in the morning. What is wrong with all of you? And I swear this chipmunk's going, because now I'm awake and they want to go outside and chase it or whatever it is they do. So I've had to close the windows. Okay, sorry. Numbers in hand. I'm so sorry. It is really hard to read. So 9. Oh, this lighting is very bad as well. Here, I'm going to put them down here so you can see. Not these ones. These are ones I haven't played yet. I'll just do a little zoomy zoom in here. Zoom. There we go. Again, it's not the best, but I'll read them out to you. So this is an 8 of Cups. This is a 3 of Cups. And this is 9 of Swords. You're a tarot reader? Oh, this is great. Okay, I may have to set up this game again because I think I might have screwed myself. You'll see why. Okay, so that, yes, they don't have to be placed together. So let me show you on the board. Sorry, it's a bit close, but just so you can see. Okay, here we go. This is what we're working with right now. So I have 11. So for my major arcana, justice is 11, worth 11. So I can put up to 11 points of cards on here, minor arcana cards. And then this one is 16. I've already put a 10 of swords on here. So I don't think they have to match. I'll double check just to make sure. Let me see. You must immediately raise them to the heavens. Make sure I'm not lying to you. Which are raised to the heavens and must be placed on one or more Sefirot. After removing the matching minor, slide any cards. Yeah, it doesn't have to match, according to this. Like, it doesn't have to match directly, so. Okay. So, let's see. Maths are hard, apparently. So I've got 10 here. I can take another 6 here. And I've got 11 here. I can take a total of 11. So if I have more than... So I have a total of what did I say? So 11 and 6. So I have like 17 to play with. No, valid question. So it says, that's a really good point, Chelkat, and I had to read this. So the question, just for those who are wondering, the first match wouldn't have needed to resolve into the heavens before you could add the second match. I also thought that needed to happen until I read this, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. It says, if 2 or more minor arcana in either row or column of the material plane share the same suit, you must immediately... Hold on. I read it here. Hold on. I read it. Dagnabbit. 1 second. During your turn, if 2 or more, raise them if it's true. Where is it? 1 moment, please. I read this specifically today. Because it talks about moving them and stuff. Okay. Resolving. No. Oh my gosh, I read this. Why is this not doing this? Okay. During your turn, you may play major. Only 1 major is allowed if all are full. Okay. During your turn, you may play a minor arcana. Okay. If 2 or more resolve, you must raise them. This is true even the cards are not directly next to each other. What matters is that they occupy the same row or column. If the minor you place matches cards in both a row and column, all matching cards must be raised to the heavens. Where is it? I love now that I say that, and now I can't find it. Because it has a whole blurb that says, like, once you've done that, it may cause other cards to move, and you may have additional matches. 1 moment, everybody. Yeah. I swear I'm not making things up. Where did I read this? 2. Okay, we did that. Raising to the heavens. Okay. After removing... Okay, here we go. Minor arcana, which are raised to the heavens, are removed from the material plane and must be placed on 1 or more Sephira. After removing the matching minors, slide any remaining cards in the material plane up to close any gaps. Oh no, you're right. They do in fact have to be placed. I was wrong. So yes, so the ones that I had, so the cups would have been a matching one and the sword. So I would have had to, let's remove this. I would have to place either, and let me just zoom back out. Good catch. I know I was reading it today, but I didn't fully absorb it, obviously. So yes, indeed, you do have to resolve one and then resolve the other, and then... So, sorry, resolve this, fill the gaps. If another match happens, resolve that one, fill the gaps, and go from there. I don't think I'm going to last long for this world, so I may have to reset anyway, so it's good. Actually, there's no way. I think I've gone bust already, because I have a 10 and a 9 of swords, and I have an 8 and a 3 of cups. Now, they do not have to be placed, from what I recall, here on the same spot, so they can be moved. So, because I have the 2 cups, I don't have to go on the same major arcana. I'll double check here, but I don't think it does. Nope, it does not. The Wheel of Fortune, yeah, it's showing in the example they can be placed on different ones. So, y'all, that was really bad. My run earlier was better. Okay, I say I should start over. Well, I'm going to have to because this is not going to fly. If I have nowhere to put them, it's game over. And I don't because, well, that's not true. I shouldn't say that. I have, no, it's a wrap. 8. So I'd have to resolve this first, which is 19. And that's over what I have already. So, dang nabbit. Okay, well, let me tell you what happens, and I'm going to restart this, because that sucked. So, wow. You know what? That is very telling. But I'm glad we have someone in the chat who, I know you do, I think, a little bit too, Chelcat, if I'm wrong, tarot reading. I dabble, but it's great for someone who actually knows what they're doing. So, let's start over, because, well, I have to. No choice. What would happen, though, because I'm not able to put the cards here because it would just be over, and I can't put them by themselves, the game is over. And then you would count up all the resolved piles for your points. The points are really just for you to have. There's no chart or anything. And then any spaces in the middle here that do not have major arcana cards, you would then pull from the deck, and then you would read them. So like your foundation, knowledge, and so forth. Chelcat, you have lots of decks, but zero idea how to read them. Yeah, I gotta like look in the book every 5 seconds. So let's wipe that, because that was horrendous. Everybody, OMG, OMG, OMG. And let's try that again, because I did not play optimally there. But now that I have more people here, we can try that again. I'm going to do a little shuffle of these. Oh my gosh. Sleeved cards are great, but geez Louise, they're slippery. You know what? Let me do this the other way. One moment as I do some shuffling. Oh gosh, wow. But on that note, now you all, please, like, once we get the cards, feel free to add some input about what can go where exactly. Beep. Okay, let's try this again. We're just gonna do this. Shuffling sleeved cards is a thing. Well, these sleeves are quite nice, I must say. Quite enjoyable. Does anybody else sleeve their tarot cards, or is it just me? Just me? Okay. All right. Da, 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 da. Okay. Hopefully, second time's the charm, because that was bad. Okay. Let's get our deck sorted here. Just grabbing them randomly at this point. Now, I also should tell you 2 cards we are not playing with. They're Abyss and the Tree or something like this. I think it's for a special variant, so we're not playing with those 2. Micah saying, tarot is just sort of an interesting conversation starter. I by no means thin. Okay, but you probably know more than me, or more than the average, so we would appreciate any insight. I'd be here for it. Okay, everybody. So if you're just joining us, we're going to start over. It's prophetic. Exactly. I sometimes, and I have to tell you though, it's, it's, I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry, went right out of my head. The first game is not normally how short it is, but I wasn't playing very well. So let's draw our 3 cards, because we always start with 3. All right, flip those over. Oops. Okay, but at least we got some major arcana cards this time, because last time was a struggle. So I feel like we should probably get those out early. So I'll do a little zoom in so you can see. Let me go here. Okay, zoom, zoom, zoom. Zooming. There we go. Ah. Again, it's a little hard to read. I'll read them out to you. So we have, what is that, 19? Yeah, so we have a 19, which is the sun. We have 20, the gate. And then we have a minor arcana card here, a 4 of swords. Again, the picture shows it, but this is a little rough to read with my old eyes. So, all right. So I'm thinking maybe I should get these out. Now, this is where audience participation is requested. Again, no obligation. The sun and the gate, I can place them to start either here here, or here. Okay? Has to be close to the bottom. Anything in this line here, I will be reading at the end of the game to see more discussion about, you know, how my life's going. So this is the foundation. Then we have, just so you know, the different areas. Help you make decisions. Come on. Too many things here. Okay. Foundation, spirit, knowledge, and the crown. So those are the areas I'm looking to read from at some point. Hey, Tangy, thanks for popping in. We're actually starting over because my first run, I literally got 2 cards out and I went bust. It was not good. So we're going to try it again. So what I'm requesting of everybody, if you want to hear this card read, or maybe something that you can use for yourself, it should go here. If we want, we can put it here. So I have the sun and the gate. I don't know. I know it takes a minute. I was thinking maybe for the foundation, I don't know. The sun on the sun, like at the top, the crown seems a little literal. I don't know if that really matters. I'm also thinking of life, how that could relate. Maybe the gate? Opening to new opportunities? I don't know. That's the foundation. So I'm going to throw that out there. The gate. If anyone disagrees, by all means, throw it in the chat. We can move it before I play my next turn. Okay. So nothing happens. It goes out. Now I draw a card. Okay. So now I got the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess has a value of 2. So having it out here, it's tricky if we're trying to game. But if we're trying to get a different kind of reading, we might want it out. I'm not really feeling that for that, but I do like the sun. But I'm going to put the sun on an external branch. Like this. Okay, so far so good. So I just pulled a 3 of pentacles. All right. So ideally, I don't really want to put this out here. I don't have to. I can place a minor down here. So I'm thinking I might do... Doesn't really matter at this point. I'm going to put the 3 of pentacles here. It's not matching a row or column, so nothing happens. So let's draw a new card. So now I pulled a major arcana. I pulled the Chariot. Ooh. Now, it's only a value of 7. For those who are wondering why I'm so worried about values, the cards down here have numbered values. They have to go up here, and they can't surpass the total amount of valued cards here based on the value of the card here. So if this is, in this case, 19, the amount of cards here have to equal 19 or fewer, but to score it, it needs to be at 19. So this is not great because it's only worth 2. That's going to be hard to manage unless I'm really into the card being here. Maybe I am. I don't know yet. A bit early to say. I could potentially... So my problem happens if I end up getting a whole hand of... Well, I still have space. Never mind. So let's put out my 4 of swords down here. And that would technically be the end of my turn, starting a new turn. Okay, so now I pulled a court card, which is the King of Cups. King of Cups. And it hasn't happened yet. There's a way to negate cards and for me to get more cards in hand. We haven't quite gotten there yet. So I need to have a matching court card with matching suits. Sorry, my brain. But you could also just play it here. But it does count as that suit. But if I get a matching court suit card, I can get them out of the game completely. Because these are worth 10 on their own, these court cards, which is a bit of a... it's a lot. Although my options are pretty slim right now. So I can place this one, the cups. It's not going to trigger yet. It might later. I feel like putting these out right now is not wise. So let's put the king down here. Because that's where it has to go. And then we're going to draw another card. Well, that's okay. So that's a 9 of pentacles that I just drew. If I place it here, this will resolve. If I place it anywhere here, it will not because they're not in the same row. But they will if it's in the same column. Column or row, but in this case, it would be in the second row if I placed it anywhere else. I'm really trying to get another major arcana, one that I feel resonates best with me here. Ew, I might regret this later, but let me put that 9 out. I'm going to put it here, so that's starting a second row. I don't know if that's a good idea, but we're going to find out. Now I get another card. Okay, so I just pulled a 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. So now if I place the 2 here, it will in fact resolve these 2 cards. Yeah. Actually, if I put it here, it resolves these 2. If I put it here, it resolves this and this card as well. Yikes, that's a lot. And once it's resolved, as in it goes up here and fills up one of these, if these resolve, you can't play on that space anymore. So that kind of matters. Let's do... I mean, my only options now are to play one of the major arcana cards out here, or to play the minor down here, and it's for sure going to move up to the heavens, as they say. But they don't need to go on the same card, so maybe just get it out of the way? Yeah. I'm guessing. So I could do... It's resolving regardless, so... Yeah. If I play... It doesn't matter. If I place it here or here, it's resolving. So if I place it here, they're in the same column. This is not in the same row, so these 2 will in fact resolve. So I have the 9 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles, so I could put them all on one or separate them. The 20 is a pretty big number, so I'm thinking we'll put the 9 of Pentacles there on the gate. Okay. And I can put the 2 here as well, or I can kind of throw it in this direction. I think I'll put it here on the sun. Now, we haven't talked about these spaces here. These are like an overflow, so if I end up putting out 10 and I'm like, I have no more room, I can use these places as like an overflow, but they're not going to get any... They're not going to resolve with a bunch of minor arcana cards on them. Okay, so now I'm drawing back up for the start of my turn because I resolved that. Sorry, we would check if any of the other ones match. They don't. So we've done that. The Knight... Pardon me. The Knight court card is a sword. Sorry, it's a Knight of Swords. Ideally, if I don't want it to come up to the heavens, I don't want to put it here. It has to go here or here. Yeah, that's bad. Because if that ends up resolving at the same time as the king, I'm in trouble. I think I might have to put the Chariot out just to cover my butt. Yikes, I'm struggling here. I just feel like putting too many cards down here might leave me with a bit of a challenge. So... yeah, this could be... Okay. Okay, let's do this. And pray that I don't get Pentacles. I'm actually going to put this out here. So I'm going to put the Knight out here. Knight of Swords there. No swords there. And there is a sword here, but they're not in the same row. Okay, that's in row 2. Well... okay, I got a 4. Sorry, I drew a 4 of Cups, just in case anyone's keeping track. 4 of Cups. I could put it here and just resolve that, or I could just put it here and leave it for another day. I'm kind of doing that. It might poke me later, but again, nothing the same in its row, because it's in row 2, and in the column there are no other cups. Okay, well, this didn't really go the way I would have liked. I just pulled a Knight of Pentacles. And... well, this is a thing. Oh my god, I don't even know what to do. I'm like, do I need my music to soothe my soul here? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, so let's do... If I put the Knight of Pentacles out, I cannot put it here. It will resolve. I can put it here, though. Because I just, these are too low of numbers to go out. Oh, wait. Oh, no. It has to be the same, yeah. So let's do the Knight of Pentacles here. We're looking for matching, because I thought it was going to be matching this, but it specifically says matching is same suit. So they are not the same suit. I had to look that up because I wasn't sure. I'm like, so if two court cards match, but then it says matching, they share the same suit. So that's what I'm doing. They don't say anything different for court cards. So hopefully that is correct. I just drew a 5 of Cups. Huh. Okay. Again, I could put a 5 out here. It's not going to resolve. This is going to be really bad, though, when it does. I can't put it here. It will resolve. If I put it here, it will resolve. If I put it here, it will not. Because it's in row 3. No cups. Only in row 2. And none in the stack. I feel like I'm just, like, pushing myself closer and closer to my demise. Oh, sorry. That's a 3 wand. 3 of wands. We don't have any wands, I don't think. No, we do not. So I'm actually kind of safe to put this here. I'm trying to pull another major arcana card that's like a big... I'll feel better if I have another one that's like a big one. I might have to put the Chariot out. I'm not too fussy for that. So let's put you here. All right, and then drop. Okay, so this is a Knight of Cups. Did I have any court cards? I did, but I don't... Was that a... No. I'm just looking to see... Oh, I do. So this is a court card that's a cup. So I could, in fact... I can show you what the negate action does. So what that does is I can place the knight, and we're basing it off of the fact that we think a match is based on suits, and just from what it says here. If I place this here... Okay, so let's just read this, because I have 2 court cards that match, but also some other things are going to happen. So it says, when 2 court cards match in the material plane, they need not be raised to the heavens. Instead, they may negate each other. This removes them from the game, and you may discard as many cards from your hand as you wish, and then we draw back up to 4. So that's a thing. So... Now then my question remains is, because of when I place that, I'm assuming this would also happen because this cups is also in the same row. So let's read this. This matters. If 2 or more minor arcana in either a row or a column share the same suit, you must immediately raise them to the heavens. That's interesting. So it says if 2 or more in either a row or a column. Okay. So either or. Yeah, I guess so. So it'd be resolving both. Share the same suit, you must immediately raise them to the heavens. Dang. Even if they're not directly next to each other. Boo. As long as they occupy the same row or column. In this case, we've got this one, and this one. Some stuff's going to happen, but let's resolve these first as we've determined. So I have, hopefully it's hard to see there. I have 2 court cards, but they share the same suit. And then we have a minor arcana card that has a cup of 5. So this one I have to play, but these 2 I can negate because they share the same, they have matching suits. So those go away. So we'll just put those in my little, I'll put them off screen so they're not distracting. And then I can actually discard these if I wanted to and draw up to 4 cards, which I think I'm gonna do. Bloop. I might regret that later. Oh my gosh, it's worse. Oh my gosh, it's worse. I didn't think it could get worse. It's worse. I still have to resolve this card. So this card can go... Okay, well, let's stick that here. So that's now up to 7 on 19, and this is 9 on 20. So just to give you an idea for numbers-wise, what we're looking at. Okay, the cards I pulled are horrible. So I pulled a 9 of wands, a 4 Emperor, so this is a Major Arcana card. 1 Magician, which again is also a Major Arcana card, but it's a 1. So I literally can only put a 1 on that if that goes out. And, oh my gosh, a 1 of Swords. Yeah, that didn't seem very good. I made poor choices, everybody. Poor choices. I'm sorry. All right, let's try this again. So, yeah. All right. Oh, yes, we have to shuffle these to make sure and check to see if there are any other matches. So on row 1, technically that's there. There is, in fact, another match. Oh, this sucks. So the Pentacle is going to come out because these are both on row 1. This is going to move down. Oh, look at that. There's another match, but let's resolve this one first. Oh my gosh, mistakes were made. Oh, so we've got a Knight, which is worth 10, Knight of Pentacles, and then a 3. So if I put the 10 here, that brings me up to 17. If I put that literally almost brings me up to 20. It's not a great situation. Actually, that's really bad. So the Knight could go, that's 17. This here brings me up to 19. Oh gosh, that's real close. Well, that's what we're doing. That goes up to 19. So 19 of 20, and this is 19, and we've brought it up to 8, 9, 10. So I can only put max another 9 on that. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh my gosh, did I just go bust again? I did. I got too greedy. Because now I've got 2 swords here. Oh my gosh. Y'all, you think I'd learned my lesson. So now I have to resolve these 2. A Knight of Swords, which is worth 10. And then, yeah, there was no way around that. Yeah, there was no way around it. And then the 4 of Swords, which is worth 4. So I have a total of 14 here. I literally have some cushion here of about 9. Ugh, 1 off on that one. Why did I do this so poorly this time? And this one is 19, so only 1. So I did it again. Now, it does say this game plays between 15 and 45 minutes. I've shown you twice now how it can be short. So, so that right there, I don't know. I played this earlier and I had so many points. I need to put these out. And that was my problem. I need to get more of the Major Arcana cards out. However, so let me show you what happens now that I seemingly can't get past this stage. It says, you've seen all the actions of the game. Before I go any further, you've seen how to negate cards, how I got rid of 2 court cards that matched, and I was able to discard as many as I want, draw up to 4 cards. I did that. You got to see how the cards are played in here for the Minor Arcana, the court cards, how they are played, and then the Major Arcana cards, how played out here. So that's literally the game. Any cards, if I had overflow, so I had filled all of these areas and didn't have somewhere to put them, would go on the sides, but I believe they do not get Minor Arcana cards. Wow, that took a turn. So now it says, defeat. If at any point there are no more available moves, you lose. In my case, I was not able to resolve the ascending to heaven, which is a bit of an issue. So let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. If you... Oh! I was wrong. Hold on. It's not over. If you raise a card to the heavens, but you have no space for it, you may place it on a grace field instead. Those are okay. So I was mistaken. Not Major Arcana cards go here. Minor do only. So, oh my gosh, saved by some grace. I've been playing Elden Ring. Sight of Grace. I mean, maybe that's what that is. So I can, in fact, put these, and let me just make sure. This didn't happen in my other game, so I'm learning as I go here. Each may only hold 1 card. There we go. Yeah, so guess what, everybody? I just got saved. Boo-boo! I thought it was Major Arcana cards. I was wrong. It's Minor Arcana cards that go here. So I got saved. Boop, boop, boop. So, in fact, it's like Catwoman and Batman. 4 or 5, still alive. Barely. Thought it was game over. I'm like, gosh, that's so short. Okay. So... all right. Well, now I have my 4 cards to start with, which I'm very happy about. Well, not really. They're not the greatest, but let's not mess around here. Take what I can get. So in this regard, I could play a 9 of wands. Putting that out is very dangerous. I could play the 1 of swords, because that's in slot 1, and it doesn't correspond to anything there. Like, it's not going to come out into the heavens. I do have 2 more spaces that I can use, but let's save those for a rainy day. Now, pulled out another card to start my turn, because nothing happened there. 8 of cups. Why are these numbers so high? 8 of cups, you say? Well, cups here would be bad. It would resolve that, and that is a 4. I have nowhere to put... Well, I do have places to put it, but I just really want to get out of that. So I think I'm going to put out my Emperor, but we're going to put our Emperor over here. Let me just push these off to the side. This is why you would struggle to use the bigger cards. It takes up a lot of room. So the Emperor is going to go there for a value of 4. Let's hope that I don't have to use that. I pulled now a 6 of cups. Gosh, what is it with all the cups? Okay, that's a choice. Yeah, putting the Magician out seems silly. It's a 1. Really? It's a 1. Well, yeah. Y'all, this is rough out here. I could put the 6 of cups out, not here because it will trigger. I can put it here because it's in the second row, so nothing matches here, and there are no cups here, so we're safe. I just need, come on, give me a major arcana, please. Good vibes, good vibes. Like, seriously, come on. I just pulled a 10 of pentacles. Like, this is like wanting me to just screw everything up here. Maybe it's a sign. Maybe I should be looking into that a little deeper. Just thinking. Okay, so now we have the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's probably the safe bet. If I put that out here, it doesn't match with anything here, and it's the only one in its column. So there's that. Oh my gosh, this is like stressing me out. I'm like, do I need to put some like background music on? I feel like that might me feel better if I do. Oh my gosh. It's like, what? Let me see. Let's see. I do have my little appy app there that I like to use, but we can also leave it for now. Next time we'll throw some musics on. All right, let us do... Okay, so now I get to pull a card. Ooh, the Lovers. Ooh la la. And now it's a value of 6. Do we want to put it in my line here, my little trajectory? I could put it in here, here, or here. If I put it in there... Oops, sorry, I'm shaking the table here. If I put it in that spot, that's the Spirit. I am a lover, not a fighter. So that could be... Yeah, let's throw that in there. See what happens. I like it. I like it. So that's that. All right. I pulled a 2 of cups. So 2 of cups, I could put it here. It will resolve this whole column, but not this card because it's in a different row. That's a 4. So that would be a total of 6. And I could put it... if I put it here, it would resolve that the Lover's card immediately. Straight off the bat. Or, it's a 2, right? This is 19, and what am I at? No, I need a 1. No, that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's still 10 here. That's at 19, so I can only put a 1 there. Yeah, I really put myself in a bad position there. So I could use those 2 cards to resolve the Lovers immediately. I still have some leeway there. So you know what? I don't dislike that idea. Maybe? So if I put the 2 of cups here, then it's not in the same row as this one, but it is as this. So it matches this one on the bottom of this column. That is going to, well, rearrange, but we'll get to that in a second. So I have a 4 of cups and a 2 of cups, which I could literally just put on this card, the Lovers, for 6, and that resolves it. So you just put the cards like that to show that's been resolved. Check to see if anything else here has changed. No. On this one we have sword. Sorry, yeah, sword. Wand, pentacle. We're good. Okay, not bad, not bad. Oh, that tower came out. Yeah, I think that tower needs to go out. I don't know if I want it in my line, though, because then if I put the tower out, that's going to be knowledge. Huh. What knowledge would the tower... Like, I'm curious. Can I look that up? Is that cheating? Because I actually really want to know. But maybe I shouldn't look. I won't look. But if somebody knows what the tower does off the top of their head, and you're, you know, again, no pressure, maybe I put it in my line. I was thinking maybe not. Because I feel like it's not necessarily a good thing. Oops, I just dropped something. There we go. All right, so let's put it... I don't know. The vibe of this is not... I'm not feeling that. So we're going to put it here. The tower is going to go there. And I pulled a court card. It's Page, which is a Page of Wands. Oh, I wanted to bug you about something Tommy told me, but it's extremely off topic. I mean, yeah, so if you want it, if you don't want to share it here, totally fine. You can message me about it, or you can share it here. It's totally fine. Listen, I play these games for fun. I never said I was good at them, and I tell people this is not a tutorial. We are here to chat and talk. Usually I have some music in the background. I just forgot to put it on today. Yeah, so up to you. If you want to share it here, great. If you want to do it privately, totally fine too. You let me know. But now I feel like maybe putting music will make this better. I feel like now I should. Let's look. Let's see. I don't know why I forgot to do it. Let's see. Lo-fi. Then I can get my points while it's in the background. Heyo. Sessions. There we go. And see what happens with that. Ha ha ha. Of course, it puts it on the screen that I need it not to be on. Why would it do anything differently? Let's do that. Boop. We're gonna just pop that bad boy over here. And we'll just do that. There we go. Again, if it's too loud, just let me know. I find it very calming. Okay, there we go. Let's see how that pans out. Okay. Oh, oh my gosh, you're asking about perfumes? I'm so excited. Okay, hold on. Woo! We're taking a pause, everybody, just for a moment here. I gotta read this. I'm currently on a perfume journey. She told me recently have done the same. Yeah, so I was one of those people that would wear the same one or two perfumes like for the rest, like forever. And I hadn't really changed that much until I used to wear Hanemori, which was, I like smelling like a gourmand treat. And Hanemori, they stopped selling it. You can still get it, but it's kind of hard to get. And it was really expensive. But, wait, let me just make sure I didn't do the thing here. Yeah, there we go. Nonetheless, I stopped wearing it. I was just like, I don't want to have to fight to find it. So I switched over to... Oh, you can't hear it? Okay. I probably put it super low. I'm always paranoid. Okay, before I continue, I'm going to turn up the music. And then I need you all to tell me if that's too loud. I'll give it a minute. All right, Chilcat, tell me if you can hear that. Or whomever. Okay, good. I just don't want it to be too loud because, oh my gosh, that's so annoying for people. Thank you. Yay. Okay, I'll remember this to lock that in for next time. Okay, sorry. So anybody who's on the perfume journey, please jump in as well. Which is how you feel about scents. Okay, so don't judge me here. I'm with you on the music. Scents, it depends. So unfortunately, I love that you were wearing Acqua di Gio. So I used to work in fragrances and all this stuff a long time ago, so I am very familiar with Acqua di Gio. It was so popular, like so popular. So that was a really good choice. The one that I probably can't stand right now is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. It's not a bad scent. It is not a bad scent. It was when I was working in cosmetics and things at the time, that was literally all we sold. Was between Acqua di Gio, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, what was the other one? I think it was Gucci. It came in is it Gucci? It came in a pink square. Anyway, there were like 6 or 7 that were just like all the ones we sell. And anyway, so some of them I'm just like, it's too much. But if it's like a candy gourmand kind of fragrance, oh my God, I love it. And this is where I like, sometimes I overdo it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I love the smell of it. And I'm like, I realize, oh my gosh, it might be a little strong. But then I'm not a fan of, bless my best friend, she used to wear Coco Chanel. It smelled really good on her, but it's definitely one of those fragrances, if you put too much, like, I don't think I would love a lot of that. The women's light blue is like a lemon peel. It's a citrus musk from what I remember. Yeah, was not for me, but it was very popular, and I know a lot of people really, really liked it. So you liked the men's version of light blue better. We did get some people who also preferred it. It just wasn't as, like you were saying, as like lemony. So I'm wondering if you're getting lemon, that means there's some kind of neroli, because usually that's what gives it that kind of lemon smell, which one of my friends hates. I don't mind lemon. I have one. Okay, well, let me start by prefacing this chat before we get too deep in. I've been on a journey with the Middle Eastern fragrances. So Tangi, I know, is in the chat there, might be lurking, but I sent her a picture of all the ones I've been buying. It's wild. Like, I will show you all one day. It is wild. So I did not know there was a new version of light blue. Oh, it's called Capri in Love, and the top note is fig instead of citrus. See, that would be better, I think. It might be kind of like a richer vibe to it versus more of that light airy with the lemon. I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite is probably more, I love like the chocolate candy, and even candy, you gotta be careful because it'd be cheap smelling. Do you know what I mean? So I like to mix them. So let me start off with I've been wearing the Dolce & Gabbana. Oh, now I'm going to forget the name of it. Devotion. Dolce & Gabbana Devotion's probably up there for me. And that one, if you're not a lemon person, you're not going to like it. It smells like a lemon panna cotta dessert. So it's soft, but if you don't like, it does pull lemon. And I know for a fact there's neroli in that one. So it will pull like citrus, but not strong. It's really good though. It's expensive. Fragrances got really expensive, but if you're looking for a schmoop of that, I also bought Victoria by Lattafa, and that one is like $50 versus the $150 for the other one, and it smells very similar. Like, very similar. I have a lot, and I'm okay with it. The most recent one that I got was, what is it? Oh, I picked up Angham. So it's Angham by Lattafa. Yes, I have a lot by Lattafa. And it has an odd combination. It has like lavender, but then it has like some other sweet things in it. The lavender doesn't pull on me so much, but it is really nice. So if you like soft, it's very good. And it's apparently the schmoop of, who is it? Is it Billie Eilish. There's a Billie Eilish fragrance that's really popular. I can't remember if it's that one or another one that I have, but yes. Or no, sorry, that one's Burberry. It's a dupe of Burberry. So if you're into the most recent Burberry scent, that one would be the equivalent, and it smells good. Oh, you have no experience with the Middle Eastern perfumes? Okay, they are, y'all, I should just do a stream on those because I have a lot. And I'm not a perfume expert by any means, but I know what I like, so I'm consistent. And yeah, don't worry about side conversations. Anybody who's familiar with my channel knows I'm ADHD. I'm off on all kinds of topics, so this is great. And you have a few Okcha and Dossier. What are those? I don't think I know those. I feel like the fragrance scene has erupted since like the last time that I was like really into it. So I've missed quite a few things, and I'm really picky. There's another Middle Eastern one that I got. It's called Artisan Ethnique, and it's also Lattafa. I have to tell you, normally would not be a scent profile that I would go for because it's like that boozy kind of cognac chocolate, like totally not my vibe at all. And I have to tell you, it is one of my favorites. It's more of a winter fragrance, but dang, it smells good. So I find myself branching out to other warmer fragrances that I normally wouldn't. I stay with more kind of airy, but it's great. I'm going to have to look at this. Okcha and Dossier, because I don't know those. Okay, I'm checking. Gosh, not like I need any more. I think I have like an obscene amount. Hey, Otter, thanks for popping in. You came at a good time. We're talking about fragrances. So if there's one that you like, please share with the chat. I am doing well, and I hope you are as well. It's nice weather here. I hope it is where you are as well. It'd be great. But I appreciate you popping into the stream. We're doing some tarot reading, but right now we're doing fragrances, and we'll get back to the tarot. That's not going anywhere. You're obsessed with Killian right now. More gourmand than I typically like, but so good. See, I love that because I love that it like branches you out to try different things. Like it's not your norm, but it's good. And this one I know. I've heard people talk about it online because I've watched some videos and I'm like, is that what I need to try? I'm on the kind of dupe train right now or inspired by fragrances because the price is really good. But then I have to hustle my buns to Winners, which would be the equivalent of like Marshalls for you. And they carry them because I can't find them anywhere else. And online, there's a lot of fakes, so you have to be careful. I'm still looking for one more. What is it called? Marshmallow something. And it's like a dupe of like a Kaoli fragrance, which are very expensive. I have one Kaoli, and it's the sparkling lychee. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And they have a dupe for that one as well by Kahir. And I think that's Fusion. Kahir Fusion. And it apparently smells almost identical. Saffron is your jam. Interesting. Oh, you have Baccarat Rouge 540. So many people talk about this. So many people. And I've not smelled it, but I hear it all the time. So now I'm like, I'm going to have to go check this out. Oh my God. Because I hear so many people and I'm trying to think. I know it's either Latafa or Kahir has one that matches it. I'm telling you, I will just do a stream, even if it's just you and I, and and maybe we can get Tommy to come in, and we can just talk about fragrances. I will talk your ear off, and then you can tell me what you have. I'll tell you what I have, and I have a feeling we are gonna have some similarities in fragrance because you're talking my jam here. Otter saying I basically, oh no, and I was mixed. So once I had a girlfriend pick a deodorant for me, and that's the fragrance I got. Totally get it. And listen. Not gonna be for everybody. I totally understand that. Like everybody who has a dupe, everyone who makes a dupe has a dupe of 540. It's seemingly very popular. Some probably are closer than others. Now I'm curious to see, but yeah, you know it's popular when everybody says it's good. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to see. I don't need any more, but you know, if I can find a dupe or inspired by, maybe I'll go that route. The only ones that I don't like are ones that have ylang ylang in it. Ugh, that doesn't generally smell good. However, pretty sure Angham has it. So if that's the case, then I might be wrong about that one. It smells pretty good on me. And I've been lucky. I've been blind buying all of these, and I think only one I returned. Everything else has been great, and then I mixed them. Like, I did a mix the other night. My mom's like, oh, she's like, you smell like a treat. What is that? And I'm like, I mixed a little Victoria with a little cheapy, what's her name? Tracy Ross vanilla fragrance that I got at Winners for like $16, and it smells amazing. Have I smelled any Fleur? No. You know what? I say that, and I might have. I have not. What are your thoughts? Should I investigate further or no? I don't mind outside of my box a little bit too, because I have a Nest fragrance. It's a lychee, like a peony lychee or something, and it actually smells really good, even though it's a floral. That's not really my jam, but it smells quite good. Ah, gourmand. I love a gourmand. Do you ever hear about Sud Pacifique? Sud Pacifique was my jam back in the day. They came in metal bottles. They were expensive. They were like between $65 and $90. And they had stuff like coconut, pineapple, or chocolate, whatever. It was so good. Like, I bought them out. They stopped selling them, and I was like, I'll take them all. So, I don't know if they make them anymore, but those were very good. Yeah, I do like a body spray. They're nice for mixing. So, not bad. I might have to do that. Okay. You know what? We'll get back to this, but I'm definitely going to, I think I might have to do a stream on just that. I mean, not that I am the be all end all of fragrances, but we can just chat. Even if it's just you and I, it doesn't matter. I mean, everyone's welcome to join, of course. So that is very good. And I think you might suggest ones that I 100% don't need, but I'm willing to entertain. Oh, thank you for that. I will take this out there if you keep me talking. Oh, Otter, you're so sweet. I have so many. And I just buy them and try them, and I just want to talk about it. So that's very sweet of you to say. Have you bought any games, Otter, that you want to tell me about? Anything new? I'd be curious to know. Micah, their signature scent is vanilla skin. Okay. And dudes are all up my business when I wear it out to bars and stuff. I am deceased. Okay, I think I do know this. I just didn't know that what it's called. And if it's the one I'm thinking of, yeah, it smells really good. Dang. Stop suggesting things that I need to buy because I'm getting out of control. Oh, gosh, I think that was on my list. Take nabbit. Okay, we're doing it. I'm going to do a stream. Fragrances. Maybe I'll like pull it up on a Sunday or something. You know what? You tell me when you're free and we'll do it. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, exactly. And I will buy it. Utter, nothing new for now. Saving up for Essen. Bought a few new magic tricks. Okay. I miss going to Essen. Essen's one of my favorites, so sad I can't go, but anything that you're looking forward to? Because I don't know if they've announced too much yet. Mike, I just reorganized my bathroom to better house all the things. Okay, so don't put them in your bathroom. I don't know if anyone's told you this. Do not put fragrance in your bathroom. It actually ruins the longevity because of the heat changes, temperature changes in your bathroom. And apparently you're not supposed to take them out of the box. I used to do that for years, but then I'm like, no, I'm putting them in a shaded area now. So I have a calyx with all my RPGs and games, and I have 2 boxes with risers that I bought online, and they're all on there. So, oh, it's a bathroom without a shower. Okay, my apologies, Micah. Then you're good to go. See, you already know the things. You don't, what am I saying? So yes, for those of you who do wear fragrances, though, don't keep it in your bathroom if you have a shower in there, because it does mess up the pH, and this has happened to me. I had some, I forgot it was in there, and yeah, it turned bad really fast, because apparently fragrances can last for years. So, just saying. Oh, what's another one I have? Daisy Sweet or something? That one's not bad either for a floral. I like it. Okay. We are going to, this is a conversation to be continued. Oof. I should add you on Discord. We should share pictures, and then we can discuss amongst ourselves or on a stream. I'm okay with this. Okay, mine has lasted forever, but who knows if it's living its best life. Listen, I had a pink sugar, which is like the cheapest fragrance ever, but let me tell you, very good. Forever, for years, and it only just went off the other day, but I think it's because I had it in like a weird warm temperature place, but I had it for years, so if it still smells good, it's good. I think it's great. Hey, Amanda, thanks for popping in. We got sidetracked. We're talking about fragrances, and I love it. And Micah, yes, it is Marc Jacobs. It's, my mom has the original Daisy, and I have Daisy. It's like sweet or something. I can't remember the exact wording. It's in a pink with a big flower on it. Funny story about that. My friend came to visit, and she's like, "Oh, Mandy, I'm like, yeah, help yourself to my fragrances, whatever." Let me tell you how her man's, I guess she put a lot of it on, and he was like, "Why are you smelling like you're working downtown?" I was like, "Oh," and she's like, "Mandy was wearing Daisy, the sweet Daisy." I'm like, he just doesn't have good taste. I mean, it's funny. I was laughing. I thought it was funny. She also put on like a million squirts of it. I'm like, it's one of those ones you put 1 or 2 and like walk through it. So I know it was a thing. I was like, he just doesn't have good taste in fragrance. Oh my gosh. The game is good, Amanda. We're like, we took a little break talking fragrances, and we'll get back into the reading very shortly. But yeah, it's good so far. Hopefully I have a good reading at the end of it. And because your current obsession is Tom Ford. Yes, but they're expensive. Tom Ford is wildly expensive. Is it the Black Orchid, or is there a different one that you're liking? Because I know he's got a few. Yeah, do they make a lot of good dupes for that? I'm not even sure. I haven't heard too many, but I'd be curious. But yeah, products are really nice, but dang, they're pricey. Do you wear any of the, is it Joe Malone? I don't wear them, but I know a lot of people like them. For those of you who are wondering and just jumping in, these are all fragrances. Please feel free to drop your fragrance of choice in there. And let us know if it's one we need to check out, because between us, we have a lot. There it is. Because, like, I love Joe Malone. I have yet to find a Joe Malone that I like. I shouldn't say that. I like, but that smells good on my pH. I have a weird pH, so a lot of them don't smell very good. So now I need to know, which one are you wearing? While you're thinking about it, the new summer scent Beach Blossom. Oh, I haven't smelled that one yet. I'm like a hermit, so I rarely go out, but might have to check this one out. Dang nabbit. beach blossom sounds up my alley, actually. Probably sounds like it has something coconutty in it, which I'm here for. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, what is going on here? Why is that looping that song? Sephora, yeah, which is expected. I get a lot of stuff there, like the Nest fragrances. I got my mom Golden Nectar. She really, really likes that one. It smells really good on her, and she mixed it with that vanilla that I gave her, and she said it smells so amazing. So the Nest fragrances are quite good. But yeah, Sephora fragrances, it's expensive. But Jo Malone used to be at Holt Renfrew, which is a store that would be equivalent to, what's a high-end store in the States? Not Macy's, like the next level above that. Saks? It would have been like an equivalent to a Saks, but that store doesn't exist here anymore. So, actually, I don't think it's anywhere anymore. So, high-end. But yeah, Sephora would be the place. I will check it out. Maybe. I can't afford to spend any more money. Okay. Brief interlude, everybody, but a very welcomed one. So, we'll come back to fragrances. Let me put this on the board before I forget, because I always love talking about fragrances. If I put an 8 of Cups here, this will resolve. I don't really have a... Well, we do have this card here worth 16. If I resolve that, that's an 8 plus a 6, so we're looking at 14. But I also still have this to deal with, which is a 4. Yeesh. Or if I put the 9 of Wands out, I could stave it off for another day. Let's do that and hope for the best. So I'm going to place the 9 of Wands here. Nothing in that row. Sorry, nothing in that row because it's in row 2. Nothing in that column. We're good. Let me put a couple of these out here. Otter, I know my sister loves Dior J'adore, which is a classic. It's been out for a long time, but it's a classic. But she can only buy it when she's in London because it's so expensive outside the UK here in Europe. Really? And see, that I find so strange because Dior is a French company, is it not? I would think that they would have it more accessible to people in Europe, like all parts of Europe. Oh, it's a tax thing. I'm sorry. Okay, see, that's my ignorance. I had no idea. That sucks. I'm so sorry, because yeah, that's a nice one, but you know what? Even that's gone up in price over the years. Dang, everything's getting real expensive. Childcat, if you know a scent that has like pink grapefruit and peppercorn notes, I've been curious to see if something that exists and would suit me. Pink grapefruit and peppercorn. That sounds literally... I'm telling you, there is a Middle Eastern fragrance with these notes. I kid you not. I'm not just saying that because I remember going, peppercorn? Why would that be in a fragrance? And then it sounded amazing. Oh my gosh. Well, if Micah's still in the stream, I know you probably have something, but I can't think of it right now, but there is one. At least the peppercorn part, I don't know so much about the pink grapefruit, but it does have a citrus. I need to, you know what? If you whisper that to me, Chellcat, I'm going to look into it because I tell you I just saw something about that. Our perfume and high-end brand clothing is likely the only thing that is less expensive in the UK after Brexit. Oh, yeah, Brexit really changed things. Oh, my goodness. No, don't. That's not a... Okay, we already went on a tangent with fragrances, which I am here for. This is not a tangent at all. As a reminder for everybody, I play these games for fun. I'm not teaching. We're playing through them, and if you learn something, hey, hey. But it's for fun. Please, don't ever apologize for talking about something... contributing to the conversation. I think it's great. And this is honestly, it's Friday too. Like, chill. No, thank you so much. I appreciate the contributions. Okay, Chellcat, yeah, send it to me because now it's going to drive me wild. And Micah, if you can think of something, whisper to me. Because now I need to, it's going to bother me. I didn't realize though the expense in the UK. I didn't really think about it. And then... So, and this is where my ignorance comes to play because I know. So what is part of the UK? I hear this a lot and I know there are certain places that with like the whole Brexit thing, like you see it online where people are like mistaken or they'll say people from Ireland or this. And then it's like, no, that's a whole separate, like culturally, it's a very different thing. My best friend's from Ireland. So trust me, I know. Again, you don't have to respond. That's like a big question, but I think I was never 100% clear on what fell under that. So, and that would explain a lot of costs. That's wild. All right, I promise I will play a card. And Amanda, I didn't forget you. Thanks for popping in. How's your week going? I know we have to have a chat, so we should probably schedule that at some point. Ottar saying it's the British Isle in Northern Ireland. Okay, and a few islands north of it. Thank you for the clarification, because I know I watch a couple streamers who are from Ireland and stuff, and that's always a topic that comes up. Little touchy. I get the history. So this is why I ask. And my best friend being from Ireland, I do hear some of these things. Okay. So I do have a 9 of swords. If I place that... Oh, that's not triggering anything. Ha ha ha. Indeed, I will place it. Yep. It's not triggering anything. Sweet. Ooh, the Lovers. This is a card that screwed me last time. So I could put that out and hope for the best. Actually, some of these cards start coming out. I think we'll be okay. Oh, I have the Lovers in here twice. Why is that? I don't think that should repeat. Huh. Well, that's interesting. I don't think that's supposed to be in there twice. Well, it must be. The only cards I should put with that. Okay, guess we'll see. Otter's saying it's the Republic of Ireland is part of the EU. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Okay, thank you for the clarification. It's important. A lot of people are like, oh, it's not a big deal. It is to people who are from Ireland, so that's why I ask. I find this interesting that I have 2. I didn't think I would have 2 of the same cards. They're only supposed to be 22 major... Yeah, I don't think I should have a duplicate of that, to be honest. So I'm going to pull that, because I don't think that's supposed to be in there. Yeah, that's a bit strange. I don't think that's supposed to be in there. So we just replaced that card. Hey, Time Roller. Thanks for coming in. You've walked into some tarot reading game and perfume chat, which I'm here for. Love a good perfume. I'm serious, Micah. Like, seriously. Discord me. I will send you the pictures of what I have, and then we'll set up a chat, something. And Shellcat, you too, because I this is going to drive me wild, because I swear I know one that I could recommend. All right, if I put the cups here, so this is 10. This is a wand. Do we have any other court cards? I don't. It's a 10. I don't love that. But putting cups out is probably not a bad idea. So I could put cups here. There are no cups in this column, and there are none in the row, because this is in row 2, this is row 3. Okay, court cards there will be multiples of, but I don't think I was supposed to have multiples of that card. I don't know why that's there. Okay. Okay, well, this isn't great, so I might have to trigger something just to get the area clear. I have... Oh, these are really high, though. This is why I'm a little concerned. Triggering cups right now is not ideal. A 10 and an 8, but I think we might have to do it. So I put an 8 of cups. So these 2 cups, so this is a queen, which is 10, and an 8. This is not in the same row, but these 2 are. So this will resolve. So I have to resolve the queen and the 8. So if I put it here, that's worth 10. And the 8... Oh. Well, what's this? Hold on. This is at... This is really bad. This is at 10. If I put the 8, I need a 1. This is at 19. I need 2. Oh my gosh. This is really bad. And that is 16. Well, I have nowhere else to put it. That's not true. I could put it on the edge, but I think we'll do it here. Yeah, because that gives me 18, which means I need 1 more to close that off. Are there any other pairings? I hope not, because that would be bad. No, we're good. Okay, what is this that I pulled? Is that a 1? Oh, baby, a 1 of cups. That's exactly what I need. But yeah, I need a low number with it. Telcat, I've messaged you here. Okay, thanks for the message. I will look at it. And if you go to I can't even say it. The fragrance site, you can search by notes. So there you go. You can find it there too. But if you want a fragrance inspired by, so some of these Middle Eastern fragrances, I'm telling you, are super good. And you only need, like, some of them last for a really good time. But I also layer. Okay, you know what? I'm getting sidetracked. That's a whole other discussion. But I use body oils, coconut oil, almond oil, and then I put my moisturizer. That has a scent. And then I put my fragrance on. So I'm well moisturized and smell nice. But I will pull up a stream and we'll just chat. Like literally it's gonna be a just chat. Throw my fragrances on the table here and we'll chat. Hey, if you want to join the stream and we can do it together, we can all sort it out. I'm excited. Okay, so now this is, I have a 1, which I like, but I don't want to trigger the 6. Or do I? No, because I placed a 10 here. Actually, that would complete that if I put that there. That's not bad. Okay. That doesn't leave me in a great spot, but let's see. So, placing this card here resolves this row. There's no other in that, sorry, this column, no other in this row that are cups. So these, in fact, will resolve. So the 1 can go here, which now makes that a total of 19. So that's resolved. And then this 6 can go here because this is 16. That's a 10. That's a 6. This resolves. Look at us go. Hey, hey. Okay, good. Sorry. Well, I'll pull it, but I should check to see. I don't think anything else triggers. No. All right, we're good. Micah, and being moisturized makes the scent last longer. 100%. So I try to layer and mix ones that I think will go together. I don't know if you do the same thing, but like I have a pineapple body wash. Actually, I have a lot of body washes. Sand and Fog. They have a ton at Winners and different flavors and scents. And then I switch the oils between coconut oil, which doesn't really have a smell, and then the one that has more of like a almond vanilla. And then my creams, I have a bunch of different ones there as well. So, and, yeah, being moisturized, absolutely. So, but then again, this is a conversation topic. I grew up moisturizing. I mean, having brown skin, it shows when you're dry. But to be clear, everybody can be dry. Doesn't matter. So, but we grow up moisturizing every day. I know that's not the norm for a lot of people because I have a lot of friends who are like, oh my gosh, I never moisturize. And hey, but then when they moisturize, they're like, Mandy, like that's the thing. They do it. They're like, oh my gosh, it's so good. Why didn't I do this before? Again, no shade. I just feel like your skin just like, oh, gets that needed moisture. So just saying, it's a thought. Okay. So I could play a card out. It's looking a little rough out here, but I need to get these out. Do I have any other court cards? I don't. Ugh. I'm going to place the King of Pentacles because it's not going to trigger anything here or here. Right now I'm just trying to get more Major Arcana cards, but I'm struggling. And we're quickly filling up this board. Let's see. So I have an 8 of Swords. I have a page Wand, which is 10. I have a 1 Magician, which I really don't want to play, and a 7 of Wands. Now, if I play the Wands, I'll be okay. Barely, but I'll be okay. Yeah, so I'll play the lesser of the group. If I play the Wands, nope. Yes, here. There are none in this row, in this column, and there are none in this row. No, yes, so it won't trigger. That's in row 2. Okay. I am drawing the worst cards, everybody. Like, seriously, these are terrible. 8 of Wands. Like, placing Wands out right now, I will 100% trigger something, and I have nowhere to put it. Well, I have 2 places to put it. This is not great. Is that Swords? Okay, so I have an 8 of Swords. If I place that here, it will not trigger yet. That's bide me some time. It's in the 3rd spot. That's Wands, and there are no swords there. We're okay. Wow, I'm pulling like the lowest valued cards ever. I just pulled a 3 Empress, which is a Major Arcana card. I mean, this is getting real tough out here, but I don't have any cards that are even value 3. But I feel like I want to put the Empress in my knowledge space here. Just as part of my reading. So is it game strategy-wise very smart? No. But we're doing it anyway. Okay, that was a 5 of Wands. Now, Wands are tricky. If I place the 5 of Wands here, it will trigger this column. So a 5 and a 3 will come out. That's not bad. The 3 would resolve this. The 5 would be lost. What about this one? What's this one? Well, no, it's the 5 that I'm placing. That's the problem. What's this? I have a 2 of wands. Okay, if I place a 2 of... No. Yeah, I could do that. Okay. Okay. So if I... Oh, no, that's an 8. I am struggling to see these cards. They're so hard to read. That's an 8. So... I can either place out the 1, which I don't really want to do. Place out the page. No, the 5. I gotta take my lumps. So the best strategy would be for me to place it here. It's going to resolve. It's at the 3 spot. Oh, that's real bad, actually. No, that's really bad. I don't think I have a choice. I have only wands. I have no choice. Or I could place it here. No, what's this wand? I got to see what it is. It's a 9. Absolutely not. Versus if I place here, it's a 7. No, I gotta place it. It's still gonna resolve. Oh, that's so bad. Okay. I don't have a choice. Well, I do have a choice, but it's not great. So these two are gonna resolve because they're matching. So a 5 and a 7. Oh. Is there anything else matching? A 2. That's a sword. No. Okay. No, we're good. So now I gotta just... checking ahead. So I have a 3 I can place, 4, and a 1, like a value of 1 can go here. I can't place either of these. Trash, so they're going here. Okay, this is really bad, because now my spaces are full. I have to place here, so I may end up putting that 1 out that I didn't want to. Oh my gosh, this hand pull is terrible. So, anybody have good plans this weekend? As I look at my terrible cards. Maybe hearing about your plans will make me feel better. So, do I have any court cards? I have a King of Pentacles. Doesn't match. The reason why I'm looking for court cards, it allows me to negate cards. Meaning I can flush this ratchet hand. Yeah, this is bad. Very, very bad. Okay, I'm gonna put the 8 of wands here in the 3rd spot. There are no wands here, and there are no wands in the 3rd tier, so we're okay. Oh my gosh, I just keep pulling like the worst cards. Childcat, you're finally getting to do a little crafty outing. Oh, mosaic lamps. So are you going to be doing that with glass or another material? That's very cool. I don't know if you can do it with anything else. Maybe it is just glass. I'm not really sure. But that's very fun. Are those like what they call Tiffany lamps? I'm trying to remember because I have one, but it's like old, like from back in the day. Mike, I'm going out tonight, which made me think about which perfume I should wear. Do a combo. I like to mix and match. So like, last night, I think I had 2 or 3 on. It was very strong. Like, strong as in good. Dara, I'll be taking Mom on a little museum trip tomorrow and then have lunch at her favorite place in the marina. In the evening, I'll be hosting a tabletop RPG game at the local gaming society. That's so fun. I love a good museum. I'd be curious to know which museum you're going to. I'm one of those people that, like, reads everything. So I know, is your mom the same way? Or does she just like to get out and just check out something new? And then also, I think my question will also be the same as Shellcat, as in, what system? I'd be curious to know as well. Okay, so Shellcat, it's might be plastic. Turkish lamps. Okay, that I don't know. I'll have to look that up. I do love a good lamp. So, and mosaics are cool. I love the way it looks when they're lit up. So, very exciting, everybody. Much more exciting than my weekend, which is playing games and organizing. So I'm renovating my basement and my kitchen. So, lots of that stuff. Yay. Okay, I gotta play a card. This card I just drew is a 10 of swords. It is. And it's, this is not looking good for me. Because if I put swords here, it'll resolve. If I put swords here... Actually, if I put swords anywhere, it's going to resolve, and I have nowhere to put them. Unless they are a small value. Like, that's a 1, but that's as a 10. I have nowhere to put it. I think this might actually end it for me. I could put the Magician out. Not my favorite, because the Magician is a 1. Ugh. But here's hoping I draw something good. I swear to you, like, what is happening right now? If I could get these out and they're corresponding, nope, they're different. Wait, do I have another? Wait. Oh no, it's Pentacles. Ugh. Like, look, organizing may not be fun, but it's highly satisfying. Yes, organizing is fun when it's, satisfying when it's something that I want to do. Like my dice, I enjoy that. Organizing my bookshelf, I did that last week with all my RPGs. I enjoyed that. Organizing the basement, just because I have to box up several Calexes of games. So just to give you an idea, in the basement, I'm just thinking of my wall back here. So you can see, this is a picture of my room. It's a green screen, but this is actually what my room looks like. Down here in the basement, the whole back wall is covered in games. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 Calexes that are 5x5, full of games, and there are games on top. And then, of course, being me, I have to take note of them in my spreadsheet, because I like to put my spreadsheet, what box they're in. Anyway, it's a whole thing, because I'm going to be selling some of them, so at least I can pull them from the spreadsheet, so it takes forever. I'm already up to 14 boxes, and I haven't even put a dent in it. It's wild. So this kind of organizing stresses me out. Spreadsheets are hot, right? I do love a good spreadsheet. My gaming one is so funny. Like, my game group, sorry, tangent. My game group, they're so great. They're like, Mandy, what do you need played? We're here to help you, blah, 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 blah. Great. I made a spreadsheet. I was very proud of myself. I even coded it a little bit. I usually use Excel, but I use Google Sheets for this. And in the spreadsheet, I have it so it has all the games I have to review with the name of the game, the publisher, the link to the site, who's going to teach the game at game night, what night we're playing it, when I received it, is it new, played, like, so a status column, and file and notes column. And I did it so whenever you open the spreadsheet, you have to do it manually, but you just click the button and it refreshes, because then I have, priority column. So if it's like really urgent, low priority, that sort of thing. So it refreshes, and then it's color coded if I've played it or if I've reviewed it already. And if it's complete, like we've played it and I've reviewed it, it gets archived, which is a button you press and it archives it to another spreadsheet. Oh my God. It sounds like a lot. Didn't take me that long to put together, and gosh, it's so satisfying. Just throwing it out there. So, yes, I agree. They are great for sharing, and it makes me very happy when I look at it. So I hear you. Otter, it's the local art museum, but they have a temporary exhibit of turn-off-the-century photos taken by a famous Swedish photographer, and the game I'll be hosting is a horror session using the new Swedish translation of Call of Cthulhu RPG. What? So I have Call of Cthulhu, but I have Alone Against. I have not played the group one. So I love horror, first of all, so I'm like into it. Yeah. So do you love it? Or is it one that you would consistently say you would play? Or is it like, do you think this will be just like a one-off? It sounds very cool what you're doing, though. Anyway, take your time to respond. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts on it. Check out, I've just been introduced to some of Call of Cthulhu's system. Built my character for a group that seems to be falling apart. No! It looks really interesting. Okay. So, and you're playing with a group. So I started playing the solo one. I'm trying to do too many things at once. And Michael, I know, has played a bit of the solo, but most of the group as well. So Paulum, who joins our chat on occasion. And he's been really liking it as well. So maybe I have to bump this to the top of the list as one I need to get to. I want to do more streams with solo RPGs, but trying to find the right setup is challenging. The PDFs don't translate well on stream for some reason, so I'm trying to find a way to make that come up better. I don't know why it does that, but it drops the quality when I try and share the screen. So, maybe that might be one I look into, because I have all the books. I just got to get on it. So many. But we all know that. So many RPGs, so little time. Well, y'all, this might be the end of the line for me. I'm looking at this, and I have no more spaces for cards. I can put major arcanas up here, but I don't have any. I have wands, cups, and swords. If I play cups... Oh, actually, if I play cups, I'll be alright. So let's play a cup, because cups will not trigger here, because there are none. Okay, we're still in it. Barely. Oh, great. And I drew cups. Son of a biscuit. Well, as long as I don't play it here, it's fine. It's not going to get resolved. Not yet, anyway. It will, but not right now. So I'm going to play it here. And again, no cups are here, and no cups are in that row, because it's in row 4 now. This is in row 3. So now, okay, here we go. I drew a moon. I drew the moon. And the moon has a value of 18. Yeah, I'm putting that up here. Heyo. That's going to be the top of my structure, which I am going to do at the end. We'll talk about it. And Otter saying, I love the horror genre. Generally, this time it'll be my first time hosting. Okay, Call of Cthulhu RPG game, but I'm familiar with the system from before since we used to play the previous edition in English. Oh, that's so cool. Like, is it hard? I feel like some of these ones, the system's a little bit of a struggle. Like, I just kind of, I read it and I just haven't really gotten back to the swing of playing it again. There are a few that I've tried to pick up and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like other systems, and it's so complicated for solo and I just like, I can't. So now I'm curious to know, maybe I should get back to it. I don't know. It sounds really cool. I'm jealous. Okay. Now, I love how all of these cards are coming out now that I literally have nowhere to put them. Well, that's not true. The devil can, in fact, go out. The devil has a value of 15. So, heyo, devil, you're going over there. And I now pulled a 5 of pentacles. So, I could actually... Okay, this is where I have to be careful, because if I start pulling stuff out, it's going to start triggering things, and I don't want that. So, if I put the 5 of pentacles here, it will resolve. If I put the pentacles here, it does not resolve. What am I looking for? I need a 1 here. I don't know if that's going to happen. I need 4, 15, 3. Actually, I've got a lot of places to play, so I think it's time to start triggering some cards. So, that is a 10 of pentacles. Dang, right off the bat, that's a bit strong. And that is a king, which is also a 10 of pentacles, but that's a 5, which is not great. I need lower numbers here, but triggering wands right now is bad. I will get a lot of wands. Well, that's an 8 wand. That's a 1, which I kind of need. So you know what? I might actually do that. I'm going to trigger a wand, but a low value one if I can help it. Well, it doesn't matter because I only have 10s. So if I go here, there's nothing in that row. However, it is going to trigger this one. Sorry, this one. My brain. Ah! And that's a sword. So, oh, it's a sword. I thought it was a wand. They're really hard to see. So that happens. And then we're going to check to see if I triggered anything else. This is not how I wanted this to go, actually. But it's okay. We're here already. So 10. We're going to put the 10 up here. Actually, this is 18. I can just close that right off right now. A 10 and an 8. Done. Cool. We like it. Because the whole goal is to try and close these off. Otter. Yeah, the previous editions are still convoluted rules-wise. The current edition is a lot more streamlined. Yeah, see, now I'm curious because the solo one, I just picked up the last book last year. And that's what I heard, that it gets a little complicated. And for me, I'm like, I can't. Like, my brain just doesn't. Let's be clear. I am very smart. But there are just some things my brain just doesn't. It's like, I feel like, oh my gosh, this is not clear. And then I get frustrated. I don't want that. So maybe I'll have to revisit. But I don't know. Should I do more solo RPGs on this stream? I do like doing them. It's just a matter of, I just want to get the layout right. And that's the part I'm trying to figure out right now. But I have so many on the backlog. Like, so many. I'm like, why don't I just play them on stream? I play them anyway. So, I'm trying to. Okay, this is bad. Because now I have... Okay, now I might have screwed myself here. Because now these match. They're at the same level. So I have a total of 17 worth of cups here. Are those swords? Oh, y'all, this is going downhill real fast. I have a 7 and a 10. So I could put the 10 here, because this requires 15. Oh, yeah, I totally screwed myself. Yep. As Lisa Loeb says, one of my favorite singers, it's over, it's over, it's over. Oh, boy. Yeah, I got a little carried away there. That's my bad. Because the 7 can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here, and I'm out of space here. Wow, boo-earns. Well, that's my own fault. Okay, so what you would do at this point, because I have no more valid plays anymore, because I cannot play this card. Apparently, I'm supposed to also keep the card that triggered it, so it's a 7 of cups. These cards are no longer going to be played. You're supposed to go through and count the points of ones that are completed. So in this case, I finished 19... And so 19, 29, 34, 35, 45, 53, 59. So I got a total of 59 points. There's no comparison chart. It's just, I guess, to see if you best your score. I got 70 something on my first play, but I may have cheated. So there's that. Doesn't really matter. So then what it says to do is to clear all the cards except for the ones in the middle. So we're just going to take all of these off, including the ones that were on top. Actually, let's just do this. Oh, we'll just take these off. And then what you're supposed to do, we'll keep the 7, because then it's supposed to say, you're supposed to kind of look at the card that triggered it. Let's remove all of these. I know we've been chatting a lot, but hopefully you've got a vibe for the game. The actions are not difficult in this particular one, but I'll go quickly through the other ones. Okay, so that's all that. Oh, yeah. So these are the cards I'm left with. If you didn't have cards down the middle here, sorry, I'll just pull that down. I didn't realize that was so high up. So we have the Moon, the Empress, the Lovers, and the Gate. And then the card that triggered was the 7 of Cups. Now, the 7 of Cups, and what does it say here? Hold on one second. So we were defeated because we couldn't play anymore. Then it says, during a play, after the game is over, look at the board. If you lost, keep the card which triggered the loss, which was the 7 of Cups. And then we clear the cards except for the ones here that we have left. So, and Otter, yeah, the previous editions are a little convoluted. Okay, wait, sorry, we read that. Chelka, yes, you definitely get the vibe. It's pretty and interesting, but I'm glad I didn't get it. Yeah, I, for some reason in my mind, thought it was more journal-y, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I thought when I ordered it. It's not bad. I just thought it was something a little different than it actually is. I thought it was going to fall more into an RPG realm, but I guess you could journal if you really wanted to, or you could use it more as a reading of cards versus a game. But yes, I totally said that vibe. So this is one I actually bought. I didn't get this as a review copy. But interesting. Glad we tried it out. But I'm glad you could see it and like determine that maybe that wasn't what you wanted to spend the money on. Totally get that. So the 7 of Cups, it says a core of kindness. So that's the card that triggered my demise here. The card, like all 7s, holds an abundance of energy and signals a breakthrough. In the case of the Cups, the dangers of egoism and narcissism have been overcome. After a fundamental shift in perspective, we have discovered a new core driving the flow of love, eternal kindness. This is not a grand gesture, a public display of affection that encompasses the universe, but something tender. It may be small and hidden from most, but it sets the cups dancing with contentment and has the power to spread unchecked to the edges of the universe. So that's what this does. So that's giving me a vibe of what triggered it. So maybe this is maybe I'm going to give some kindness, which I think I do a lot of the time, or someone will provide me a kindness that will trigger a bunch of other kind of things to happen or good things to happen, I'm hoping. So that's something that might activate something on the scene for me, something good. We won't go too deep into each card, but this is the foundation, which signifies the things rooted in, such as sturdy support or bad habits. It answers the questions, what is below my feet? And the Gate specifically, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I wish I knew more about these off the top of my head. And if someone else does, please feel free to throw it in there. The Gate is 20. So the Gate, here we go. It's a passage of transformation. Okay. It's time to unite individual selves with the universe to overcome the schism of duality and knowledge that all is one. It is up to us to take the last step, to give all up and gain everything. So, step through whatever darkness I'm in, potentially, or chaos. Okay. So that's the Gate. Otter, so if anyone is already well-versed in the Lovecraft world and want an even more accessible game system, you can play the COC scenarios using the Chill game system, or even simpler, using the Mortals rule set from World of Darkness. I like simple. I don't like when it gets too complicated. If I'm doing it solo, I don't like it complicated. So, Otter, I'm going to ask a favor. Can you whisper that, like literally copy-paste that to me, please? Because then I want to check it out. I will take advantage of that, so thank you. The next step here is the spirit, which signifies my inner being, true, perhaps hidden nature, or an aspect of yourself which needs attention or struggles to be heard. It answers the question, what is within me? And that is, the Lovers. Oh, that is 6. What does that say? The lovers depict a union that encompasses body, mind, and soul. It's brought about by a higher power, represented here by the white sun, but often depicted as an angel. I'm just kind of skimming here. For some, the white sun might evoke the fool. After all, this figure associated with white may be ignorant or innocent. This is precisely why they are capable of unconditional love. Oh, that's nice, eh? Oh, wow. Then it goes to say, since they lack any unhelpful preconceptions, there is nothing to hinder them from a union with the other. I don't know if I like that. I think I'm aware, but maybe I'm not as aware as I think. Thank you, Otter, for sending that. I appreciate it. So the Empress is my knowledge. And that one, quickly here. It's an ambiguous figure of many forms. For some, she is soft and boundless. Okay, sitting in a lush landscape filled with unstoppable growth. She is a ruler. Unifies them with complementary energies. Gosh, I feel like this is me at work these days. I am this person. A stern exterior, a wise intellect, a connection to the divine, reading a corporal force from within. She demonstrates many male attributes as well. An Adam's apple, a male eagle. Her man-spreading indicating her androgyny. Okay, cool. She stands in juxtaposition to the High Priestess. She's hard and intellectual on the outside with a soft core. Okay. I mean, definitely I could see that as, like, from the outside, I'm definitely someone, I don't know, people think I'm so serious or stern. I mean, at work, I don't play. Like, work's got to get done. But I think I'm, like, a bit of a softie on the inside, maybe? I don't know. I feel like I'm one of those people, I tell this to Rodney. So Rodney Smith and I had a conversation. And I said, I think the best way to describe me is I'm a kind person, but I'm not always nice. And I think that's a lot of people. I definitely think I'm a kind person, but I don't think I'm always nice. And I mean, we all have our days, right? So that's kind of the saying. He's like, oh my gosh, that's such a good saying. I'm like, but it's true, you know? All right, the top of this is the moon. What does that say? This is the last one. XV111. XV111. The moon. Here we go. The moon is the path of the shadow self, the dark night of the soul. Inside this darkness, we find our true self. Everything is still, even the waters are immobile. The laws of physics are suspended by the rule of the mind. The night is like the deep sea filled with instinct, dreams, primal forces. The unconscious, the primal becomes conscious, or at least takes control of our conscious impulses. Our material body might fail us at night, might be closed off, but our spirit prospers. We look into ourselves and become aware of who we deeply are. Not the dreamy daylight image, but the illusion we or other people want us to be, but the unapologetic fusion of animal and mind. And I could definitely see that. I mean, when you're online and doing things, people see you one way, and then, you know, you could be someone completely different. I think for the most part, I'm this way, but yeah, sure, I'm probably a little more quiet than I am online, I guess. But, for sure, I definitely think that is probably pretty accurate, being the top thing that I think I'd say struggle with sometimes, because you want to be your true self, but also you got to be careful how much you give of yourself online. So there you go. So that is Sefirot, I don't know. We're going to just say there. Silver Seals. There is an RPG for this game called Hidden Isles. Like, that's the one I wanted to play, but it doesn't play solo. But it looks really cool, and the art is very nice. So if you're looking for an RPG in this world, that might be one you might want to consider if you have a group to play with. Chellcat, I had the conversation with a friend earlier about the difference. Sorry, now I missed it. Difference to, remind me. Difference to what? Oh my gosh. Is it between kindness and being nice? Because they're different. I feel like people don't know that. Yes. Okay, thank you. So I feel like when you're nice, anybody can be nice. Anybody can pretend to be nice. You know what I mean? Like, we do it all the time, right? You go to work and you're, you know, polite to people and you can be nice. But being kind is something that is, like, genuinely within your soul. And you can genuinely feel when someone is a kind person. There's so many people, like, yeah, they're nice. But when someone is truly kind, you feel that. Like, you know that. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Other people may have a different definition, but that's just my opinion. My mom is that. She's kind to a fault, I feel sometimes, but that she definitely falls into that category. So yeah, it's a conversation to be had, and I think a lot of people don't always know the difference. So there's that. Well, there you go. So I showed you that. There are other, I won't go too deep into it, but there are other ways to play. Let me see. And there are other cards that we didn't play with that also affect the gameplay. I think for me this would be like a journaling kind of game, but there are ways you can play with 2 players, like where is it? Lover's Discourse. It's a cooperative mode for 2 players. So that's one, and then it plays with the other side of the board. They also have, and there are variations within each. They have Warring Planet, so a competitive mode for 2 players. And Dream Odyssey and Adventure mode for 1 player. So it's similar to kind of what we did, but there are some variations there. So I might try that at another point just to see how it plays. But it's definitely more gamified, I think, in that regard. So there you go. So that's that. And glad we got to try it out. Is it a game that I would play a lot? Probably not. I thought it had more of an RPG vibe to it. Yeah, the tarot's cool, but I would probably just want to read on my own. Nice to try. So I'm glad that I tried it, for sure. Let me switch back here. I know someone wrote something here. I want to see. We'll swing over here. So Chelcat, I think also sometimes being kind to people doesn't feel nice. Hard truths in that. It's so true. It's so true. I've definitely been there. Being kind to people doesn't always elicit a good feeling. And I wonder if that says a lot about the person sometimes that you're being kind to, you know? Am I kind to a fault? Maybe I used to be, but I try not to, because then people take advantage of you. And in this day and age, that seems to be like a thing. So, yeah, absolutely. Well, everybody, I think I appreciate you hanging out with me as I muddled through that game. I think it was, the cards were really pretty. Not the best quality for my liking. I like them a little firmer, but totally acceptable for most. And I think it definitely will have its place for people who just want a kind of relaxing experience. But for me, I think I would just want a little bit more. So, yeah. I think I'm going to be back on Monday just doing my usual. I think I have a couple more games to show you that are on my pile. And if anybody actually wants to know about fragrances, let me know. And I will throw that up there and we'll just hang out and have a chat about fragrances. Maybe I can get Mandi to pop in. We'll see. I'll try and pick a time where people can actually make it. So that to say, is there even anybody online? Let's take a look. I feel like I'm very bad at this and I'm trying to be better about it. So let's open up the old, of course, now this doesn't want to behave. Let's look at Twitch. Who's on? I feel like I'm never on the same time other people are on, so it makes it like super hard to be like, hey, let's rate a person. I know Mandi was on earlier today. Oh, no one on my line is here. Well, okay. I was going to send y'all over to somebody to say hello, but I don't see anybody on my thing here. Hold on. Mandi was, I saw it pop up and I was in a meeting. Oh, no, and I wanted to pop in, but I thought maybe she might still be on, but okay, she's been on all day. Yeah, was she drawing? Maybe she was drawing. I know sometimes she'll be on, or there was a game that she's been playing and it is hilarious because it's, anyway, jokes for days, but it actually does look super fun. One of those retro games. Oh, boy, that's funny. I got to ping her later, actually. Oh, there we go. Drogkers is playing Just Dance. All right, let's do that. I'm always bad at this stuff. I'm going to try it. I feel like an old person. Every time I do this, I'm like, what am I supposed to do? I just need, like, draw. What's that? Draw. Oh, they are on my thing. Curiosity. Oh. Why is it not coming up for me? You know, you think I'd be better at this, but I'm just not. Oh, that's why. Okay, there we go. I got it. All right, everybody. She's our age. Perfect. Then she'll appreciate this. All right, all. We're going to do the raid. Let me see. Did I do it right? Yes! All right, all. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.